welcome to my channel. My name's Helen Button and I'm from the UK. Today I'm going to share with you a little character portrait study that I've been working on this week in the studio. I've always enjoyed making little character studies, and I used to make them in clay, but I've recently been making them on paper, which is really good fun. I really enjoy doing it. Sometimes they end up depicting people that you know, which can make me smile. So it's even like subconsciously people you know come through. For the project I used cartridge paper, so it isn't a watercolour paper, it is just a plain cartridge paper, and I used a HB pencil to outline the heads initially, and then I could rub them away with the eraser so it left a faint line that I then painted over using either gouache or watercolour paints. But really you can use any medium, whatever your preferred medium is. When planning the sketches, I need to decide initially whether I wanted a male or female head, because that can kind of alter the shape slightly. Females tend to have slightly more tapered heads than the males, but not always, but as a general rule of thumb. So that was my first consideration. Next, I choose some colours for the hair, and using a dabbing motion to give some texture, I put the hair on each of the heads. And the hair is usually a good indication of age, and I change the colour of the hair as well, and that gives it quite a lot of characteristics. I've used a really fine paintbrush to mark in the eyebrows, lips and the eyes. Placement of them is really important in determining the expression, whether my character's happy or sad or angry. And then finally I had some jewels or glasses or some other features just that brings out the personality of the character. Next, I've gone back over my base layers and I've added in some texture into the hair using different mark making, and I might have changed the colour slightly, making it a little bit darker. Final touches for these heads was to give some shadow underneath their chins to give it that three-dimensional quality. So I've literally just gone back over the flesh colour from second coat, and I've added some clothing or jewellery just to give my characters a bit more personality. Once this exercise is completed, I've usually got a collection of very different characters. It's almost like walking into a room of people on paper. And there is another exercise that I've done following on from this, which is choosing one of those characters and then studying them further and altering head positions. So that's good practice for me, learning about head positions and repeating the character so that I can redraw it and it still looks like the same character. I hope you found the video interesting. I really enjoyed making these little booklets, and I'll certainly be making more of them. Oh, helps if I open it the right way. So I've made a cardboard cover, and then concertina's out and creates a little storybook with all my people. It folds away nicely, and then there's a back cover at the end. So that's what I've ended up with.